Hey y'all, it's your host Davion. Welcome to another episode of ConsciouzTv. You already know what we're here to talk about, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, thumbs up this video, and hit the notification bell so that you can keep up with all of my latest uploads. You can also donate to the show at Cash App, $ConsciouzTv, or PayPal, which is paypal.me/ConsciouzTv, or you can sign up to my Patreon to be a continual contributor while also accessing exclusive content and tea for just $5 a month at www.patreon.com/ConsciouzTv. You can also email me at ConsciouzTv@gmail.com. Now let's get into it. Now before we get into this evening's commentary, I'll let you share the stream out to your social medias while I play some elevator music, and we'll get started briefly.
Big booty hoes, hot with it. Hoochie mamas, hot with it. Let me see you touch the ground.
I don't know a reputation, but all the niggas in the hood say it's all good, but the bitch ain't shit, though you need to make a switch. Smacking on your lips with your hands on your hips, trifling slimy. Don't try me, playing on the phone, you supposed to be grown. Bitch, stop lying, I ain't with it. Keep running your mouth and I'ma stick my dick in it. Hoochie hood rap needs home training, ghetto ass always complaining. Trying to clown in front of my friends. By the way, bitch, can I get those ends? Fuck theatrics, you ain't no actress. Laying on the mattress, let a nigga smack it. The bitch is full of drama. Hoochie hood rat is a hoe like a mom.
She ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Hot rat, hoochie mama. She ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Hot rat, hoochie mama. She ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Hot rat, hoochie mama. She ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Hot rat, hoochie mama.
Welcome back and hope you all are doing well. I have one more thing to do before we get started, which is shout out my recent contributors, Dolores, Wanda, Majori, Kat, Emily, and Clutching Pearls for your donations. I love and appreciate you, Kingdom Warriors, so much. God bless you with 3 times the amount you sow into me with your tithe and offerings. They are received and blessed. Now, as you all know, Gayle King has come under fire, and no, we're not talking about what happens every time Oprah is sitting on Gayle's face, but for an interview she held days after Kobe Bryant's death with his good friend, female athlete Lisa Leslie, where Gayle inserts Kobe's past sexual assault case into the interview with Lisa. And this snippet was put out by the network as a trailer, which upset the middle-aged bulldagger, along with all of Kobe's fans and friends, including male celebrities Snoop Dogg and T.I., to name a few. Now, some are saying Gayle King was just doing her job, while others feel Gayle was doing her job as Massa's lapdog by bringing up a irrelevant controversy at a completely inappropriate time. I have my thoughts too, so let's get into them. As a disclaimer, this video is solely focused on Gayle and Oprah's conduct as it relates to the black men of America and their own shiesty behavior, and not so much as Snoop Dogg's reaction. Might I add, the only thing I disagree with in Snoop Dogg's response was anything that can be interpreted as a physical threat. Aside from that, I support adults being able to name call, because not only is it creative and petty, but Jesus was a name caller as well, and I believe we are to walk in his example. Now, first of all, Kobe Bryant hadn't even hit the autopsy table when Gayle Big Cock King held this interview. How untimely, insensitive, and lacking total context could her remarks have been? Second off, how the hell was this supposed to be an interview tributing his life, but you berate his friend about a 20-year-old controversy he wasn't even convicted of? Third off, anyone who followed the case files already know that the case came to a halt when the accuser refused to show up in court, and when it was confessed that the entire exchange was consensual, leaving Kobe to be innocent of rape and only guilty of cheating on his wife, who, might I add, clearly forgave her husband and moved forward with their lives. So what the hell is Gayle even talking about? How you a whole journalist interviewer but don't even know that you are referencing and perpetuating a non-existent rape case? And it's supposed to be shocking that Gayle is getting dildoed harder than Montel's right nostrils? Those saying, well, Gayle was just doing her job by asking the question. Yeah, that's what dummies think. Gayle not only brought up a non-existent case, she challenged Leslie by stating that her friendship to Kobe would blind her judgment. Does that sound like her doing her job? There are so many layers of issues here that I don't even know where to begin. Well, let's begin here with what frustrates the living hell out of black America with Gayle King and Coonrah Winfrey. Because until this root issue is cleared, every pussy they eat gon' fume like a fish tank. First off, why Gayle and Oprah keep walking around as if their black card hasn't been expired since Monica Lewinsky's tune-up on Bill Clinton's dick. Gayle and Oprah haven't been invited to the cookout since season 2 of Flavor of Love, and yet keep talking to and about black people, black men in particularly, as if we can't see that they're in blackface. You can't critique a people when the people do not even know your heart is with them. Gayle and Oprah never address their heart and soul position toward their own people. All they do is pull out of projects like the Neverland documentary Oprah took down and like the Russell Wilson documentary she pulled out of. But they never address what motivates them to go after black men who have either already proven their case or have paid their dues to the controversy. They just fall back when the heat in the kitchen gets hot and acts like nobody notices. But the bottom line reason that we as the African population of this country are done with Oprah and Gayle is because Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein are best friends and colleagues with both these masculine heathens. And they never made one mention, special documentary, or tweet about these two pervs who were sitting right underneath their Pinocchio noses. How you gonna be the judge in the court of public opinion and y'all can't even judge the devils right next to you at the Legends Ball? Integrity starts at home, and if you can't stand on principle at your own kitchen table, how the hell you gonna monitor the goddamn cafeteria? Make it make sense. But before we can even address here, we've got to go back there, just a few notches. Not only do Oprah and Gayle Winfrey turn a total blind eye to the Luciferian child sacrifice and pedophilia mayonnaise devils who make up their inner circle, but they also refuse to give us a documentary on all the alleged sexual assault and pedophile controversy surrounding Oprah's all-girls African school, such as Virginia Tiny Macapo, the dormitory's matron who was accused by 15 of the female students of indecent assault and inducing underage girls to perform indecent sexual acts back in 2007. Now, even though Miss Macapo was acquitted of all 14 charges eventually, we never got a documentary nor a part 2 special from you, Miss Oprah, which I find this to be odd that you didn't conveniently use the rape and abuse allegations within your school as a perfect opportunity to give platform and exposure to predatory behavior upon adolescent youth when you've admitted that you believed the girls' testimonies and was profoundly disappointed with Miss Macapo's acquittal. So if you were so disappointed and believed these underage girls, why didn't you use the Oprah stage to highlight the abuse of these girls, you muck-banging color purple heifer? Why didn't you? Not only did you breeze over the controversy by addressing it once before going back to munching on Butch Cootie Cat, you also never made a documentary nor highlighted the incident regarding the body of a newborn baby that was found in the book bag of one of your female African students at your South African school back in 2011. But nor did you ever reveal the reason why you fired the school's head mistress, Lorado Nomvoyo Magzamane. Girl, this woman sounds like she's built like Holiday Heart. Or hell, what about the most recent 2018 controversy of a Brazilian spiritual guru you endorsed and brought on Super Soul Sunday, who was recently sentenced to 19 years in prison for 4 rapes? This is why we don't fruck with you, Oprah, because you are beyond selective in who you hold accountable, which seems to be influenced by how close people and situations are to you, along with a racial bias, because unlike Michael, R. Kelly, and Russell Wilson, you weren't best friends with these men. But Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein, who you sucking down Bojangles $5 boxes and large sweet tea with light ice in the child sacrificing green room of their own network with, you wanted no parts in exposing their sins and transgressions. Y'all are class A hypocrites. And to walk around with all these guilty white friends but continuously go after exonerated, non-convicted black male celebrities while also vaguely addressing all the monstrous abuse that goes on across the waters at that pedophile's headquarters you call an all-girls school, and to think that we don't read nor see this all play out right before our eyes is just a profound insult upon our intelligence and ethics. You and Gayle literally think that y'all have cloaking abilities. Bitch, y'all are not caped superheroes. A wig change doesn't hide the fact that it's clearly you and Gayle in plain sight. Some kitten heels and a skirt don't hide the fact that it's a jumbo-sized strap-on chilling right behind your fanny packs. Now, you took to The View, The Voice, American Idol, wherever the hell it was, to cry before America how Gayle isn't doing well, because she now has to walk around with security and hasn't slept in days. Well, between the bulldog and hairpiece Gayle wears, she got all the protection she needs on her head. And by being a soulless vampire, she doesn't sleep any damn way. Gayle, Wendell, Tyson, Geraldo, Undertaker, Boxer Briefs, Chloe King. You got your big baritone voice ass up on your social medias and blamed the network for splicing the interview and you using the Kobe portion as a trailer, knowing that it would cause you to get your wig snatched right on up off your damn head, and that you asked the question not to convict Kobe, but to get Leslie to clear up the case so that closure was brought to the matter. But according to you, Gayle Weathers, Leslie would not have been able to see Kobe as guilty because she was his friend. See, you put your size 15s in your mouth because you forgot how you actually conducted the damn interview, you cootie cat tasting lint liquor. How you gonna come up with the last minute excuse that you brought up the question so that Leslie could tell us how full of shit the case was from the start when you started challenging the damn girl and acting like she didn't have the wherewithal and fortitude to discern the facts from fiction? How the hell do you know what she would have and would not have been able to see? Bitch, you can't even spell Kobe, and you got the nerve to tell Leslie what she would have not known. After all, this woman is someone who knows him better than your brick neck ass does. And even after you've clearly been seen on camera berating this woman who was supposed to be addressing her loving memories of her mentor friend about a dried up controversy almost 20 years old, you got to babbling off at the mouth, casting blame on networks and the public for taking what they clearly saw you do as out of context. I mean, this is why people like Snoop Dogg, T.I., Lil Bootsy, Bad Bottom, and thousands of black women socially monkey stumped you all up and down the viral continent, because you are full of fucking shit. And nobody can take it no more. You and Oprah are the most ridiculous public figures in existence, right next to Donald Trump. You got Kim Kardashian non-ethnic ass even using her platform to set black men free from prison, and here you two edgeless buffoons here trying to put innocent and dead black men behind bars. And anyone defending you two bad body built dagging twats are just as uninformed and enchanted as you two mammies are. This whole Oprah donates to black schools and starts funds for black tuition shit is just a decoy put in place for when the public sees through the smoking mirrors of Gayle and Oprah's fake black activism, so that their PR team has things they can put in place to make them look innocent and to redirect the truth back into hiding. But baby, nobody with seeing eyes and hearing ears are remotely confused or convinced. Bitch, we see you, we see each other. Only God knows what the spirit behind you and Gayle's actions are, but what I do know is that for you to be so spiritual and to promote healing and self-awareness so heavily on your platform, but to clearly be exhibiting undealt with childhood wounds and very active pain bodies, which influences your targeting of accused black men, you are a hypocrite. And we have to hold y'all to the highest standards because y'all have too much reach and influence to be able to wield that much power without having a clear conscience and sound integrity. I want you and Gayle psychologically evaluated. I want black viewership to cease until you two tomboys can explain and speak to your conduct, and ultimately, I want y'all to find something better to do with the resources God has given you both, because y'all, as of now, act as plantation overseers. Y'all might be skin folk, but y'all ain't kin folk. Y'all work for massa. Y'all are owned by Viacom. The Illuminati agenda keeps seeping out like the drawstring to Gayle's wig. Y'all can't even hide it anymore. We need answers, and until we get them, we need to keep our foots on Gayle and Oprah's neck. Now, bitch, I'm out.